Today, keep that fair feeling year-round with Oklahoma food favorites, a spot for a wine and dine renaissance, and a retreat with fall foliage.
Travel with AAA's Discover Oklahoma.
Hi and welcome to AAA's Discover Oklahoma. I'm Jennifer Reynolds, and this week we're coming to you from Centennial Plaza at State Fair Park in Oklahoma City because it is that great time of year when we have the big fairs coming up in Oklahoma City and Tulsa and county fairs all across Oklahoma. Of course, human beings have been celebrating the harvest with fairs and festivals for as long as anybody can remember. And back in the medieval times, they might have been refreshed by a beverage called mead made from honey. Well, we have found an Oklahoma winery that has added that ancient elixir to its repertoire. Just yards from the Veneta exit off I-44, you'll find a vineyard fronting Route 66, Summerside Vineyards and Winery. Once inside, most folks pause for a moment to take in the eclectic mix of vineyard and Renaissance-themed decor.
Yeah, a lot of our pieces that we have here we got from the old Camelot Hotel in Tulsa before it was demolished.
From the faux wine cellar to the piano begging to be played to the one-of-a-kind powder room, it's apparent the folks at Summerside Vineyards and Winery don't take life too seriously.
We kind of kid that we have winery tours on the hour and bathroom tours on the half hour.
But they are serious about making great wine, and on the winery tour you'll see what a substantial operation this is. A long ways from where Gary and Marcia Butler began in their two-car garage in the Summerside neighborhood on Grand Lake. The Butlers still have a vineyard on Grand Lake, but moving the winery to this former car dealership has allowed the couple to vastly expand their offerings, like the opening of their lunch bistro, perfect for a tranquil meal out.
We make all of our soup from scratch,
along with savory sandwiches and creative salads, which can be paired with your favorite Summerside wine. And there are many. But there's no need to be intimidated. Marcia and Gary will walk you through it. Just hug up to the bar for a complimentary wine tasting.
We try and help guide them to a range of wines, kind of depending on the wine style that they like, and see if we can find something that they would enjoy. Of course, I'm always partial to the wines that we make from our own grapes. Our Vignole and our Route 66 Red, those are ones that we put in the vines and we grow the grapes and we make wine from those. So those we're partial to and we like those. Probably we're well known for the fruit wines, the blackberry and raspberry, but probably our most recognized wine is our cream sherry. We've won 5 international gold medals with our cream sherry, and it's dessert wine.
And in keeping with the medieval furnishings rescued from Tulsa's beloved Camelot Hotel, Summerside offers a uniquely medieval beverage.
And then to take advantage of all of the space that we have in tanks when we're not harvesting grapes, we also make mead now. So we're a meadery. We make wine from honey.
Inch by inch and grape by grape, the Butlers have repurposed a forgotten building in Veneta into a Route 66 destination, a Will Rogers Turnpike destination, a make any ordinary day more special destination. Of course, what a lot of us like about the fair is the food, let's be honest. Especially those down-home oaky foods. But you can get that fair food feeling all year long, our Shell Wagner tells us, if you just know where to look.
The next time you're road tripping down Highway 81 near Kingfisher and you get the hankering for a nice road snack, you need only remember one set of instructions. Turn west at Walmart. Then go just a smidge further to find the Cheese Factory, an unassuming building perched alongside picturesque farmland. Inside, a lighted dairy case lures you toward a literal smorgasbord of custom-blended gourmet cheeses. You can sample any of the flavors that intrigue you, and a steady stream of cheese lovers do just that.
Well, thank you so much for coming in today.
It's all happily made by this determined mother-daughter team.
There's a lot of people that said that we couldn't do this, and I just love every day waking up with the faith that we can do this, and this is our dream, and this is what we love. It's fun. It's really fun.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I get to spend time with my daughter.
And make a product that makes people happy. Or should I say products, plural.
We started with 18 varieties.
Now they're up to 30.
Blackberry cheddar, black and red pepper cheddar, spinach and artichoke cheddar, smoked bacon ranch cheddar, jalapeno, cucumber, sweet basil, garlic,
roasted almond, yellow smoke,
Southwest chipotle,
ranchers.
The popularity and demand for their cheese keep the pair, along with daughter/sister Vanessa, working long hours to fill orders.
This is our best time.
This is family therapy.
It is. It's fun.
The Cheese Factory's custom blended gourmet cheeses can be found in 40 Oklahoma stores and in neighboring states as well, and farmers markets and military bases. Their website can direct you to a location near you, or you can order online. Phyllis and Siobhan say a lot of their success comes from listening to customers.
We've had a lot of people wanting hotter cheese than we've made, and so now we've come up with the Little Diablo, which has our habanero cheese, and it's very spicy.
And lots of folks use the gourmet cheeses as their secret cooking weapon.
Our jalapeno cheeses are great with enchiladas. We have people that just love to cook the sweet basil, bake it on chicken. We have people who love to broil our garlics on steak.
They also offer cheese curds and sample packs perfect for road trip noshing. Not to mention customized gift baskets packed with cheeses and other made in Oklahoma favorites.
Oh, it's ready?
Yes, ma'am. We customized it to your...
It looks great.
So the next time you're in need of a little pick-me-up, just remember, cheddar makes it better.
He shoved the whole thing in his mouth. I'm so happy you like it.
Especially cheddar made by women who are living their entrepreneurial dreams. And you can taste the joy in every melt-in-your-mouth gourmet bite. At the Cheese Factory in Kingfisher, I'm Shel Wagner.
We'll keep it right here because up next, our Dina Lawley has found a lovely hideaway deep in the mountains of eastern Oklahoma. Unwind in the woods when AAA's Discover Oklahoma continues.
It was almost comical. It was like, I can't believe this even happened. I look down the street, I see there's a tree across my son's car. I was just like, I called my AAA agent, Patty. She said, we can take care of this. AAA and Patty are great. You just feel like they have your back. They make everything as easy as possible. I mean, they really take good care of us.
Get great service, low rates, and a free auto insurance quote today. Want to get away? Oklahoma road trips are fuel for the soul. To get your motor running, visit travelok.com for brochures, inspiration, and loads of savings. A few clicks will put you on the open road to adventure. At travelok.com/road trips, it's easy to find a getaway that moves you. We've reinvented the road trip. Come along for the ride.
It was a Saturday morning and I went to an exercise class. As soon as the class ends, I go to the parking lot and somebody had stolen my car. I couldn't believe it. So I called AAA Insurance. They offered me a rental car. They told me everything was gonna be all right. So when my car was found a week later, they said, Bob, you need to change the locks on your car. I would have never thought about that if it wasn't for AAA. They really took care of me.
Get great service, low rates, and a free auto insurance quote today.
Welcome back to AAA's Discover Oklahoma with all our state and county fairs at hand and that feeling of fall in the air. A lot of people are looking for a wonderful fall retreat, somewhere where you can just sit and watch the leaves change colors, relax. Who better, our expert on relaxation, than Dina Lawley to send out into the woods to find it for you. Buffalo Creek Guest Ranch is this week's agritourism adventure.
Located near Tallahena in southeastern Oklahoma, our new Ford Explorer's integrated GPS system helped us find the Buffalo Creek Guest Ranch, and when we arrived, we were impressed as it was the picture of serenity and tranquil surroundings. And that's exactly what Dave and Darlene Shaw had in mind when they built the place back in 2011. What got them interested in building the ranch was they saw a tremendous amount of value in the idea of agritourism. When they put together the plans for everything, they got a lot of help from the Department of Agriculture.
It's extremely important. Tourism is a fast-growing industry, and agritourism, I'm told, is the fastest growing segment of the tourism industry.
And their business has been growing ever since they opened Labor Day of 2011. They have 2 guest rooms, each is spacious and very comfortable. There's a double whirlpool tub and double walk-in shower in both rooms.
Each room has its own TV, DVR player, satellite. Each room has its own fireplace. So that's what you'll have in the room. You have doors into the inside of the lodge as well as outside to the porch. We have a wraparound porch around the lodge, a porch swing outside each door. If you go out, you've got access to the pool, the different things around the lodge. Inside, we have a theater room with 100-inch projection TV, theater seating, 7-channel surround sounds. We have customers that just want to come and watch football games. So I usually try to get in on that one when we do that.
Now, depending on the package you purchase, there are a variety of activities from which to choose. There are mountain bikes, walking trails, riding in the wagon, skeet shooting, lots of fishing as they have 20 ponds on the property, and horseback riding, one of my favorite things to do. And they recently started a new venture, raising shrimp. They built a 5th-acre pond. Now, there's another reason for this new adventure. They're getting ready for a shrimp fest later in September.
We're going to have people come in for an all-day event. There'll be a few people helping with the harvest, just, you know, for the novelty of it.
Sure.
We'll harvest all the shrimp out of this pond. We'll feed everybody at noon while our workers will be working to prepare everything. We'll have a lot of activities in the afternoon.
And part of those activities include a Cajun shrimp boil with Darlene putting everything together. When you stay at Buffalo Creek, she does almost all of the cooking. Now, her sons and husband do help out, but this whole thing is a family operation. They built practically everything themselves, and they are environmentally friendly. The house is not only beautiful, but solar heated. Even the pool is solar heated. This place is authentic, and that's one of the many elements that sets them apart. All their customers are adamant about coming back for another stay. Now, earlier in the story, I mentioned some of the activities you can do here, but there's one besides riding horses that seems to be the most popular.
Oh, well, selling porch swing, yeah, that too.
We wrote a business plan to start this business, and we had an idea that a lot of people would want to ride the horses and ride the wagons and do a lot of the activities, and they do. But I think the biggest surprise is how much people want to come out and just sit on the porch swing and do nothing and listen to nothing. From here, you can't hear highway noise. You can't hear sirens.
From the very quiet and peaceful Buffalo Creek Guest Ranch, I'm Dino Lally.
To find out more about Buffalo Creek Guest Ranch and a big shrimp fest they have coming up at the end of the month, just go to the Discover Oklahoma page at travelok.com. With plenty of deep-rooted destinations around our state, agritourism is Oklahoma's growing adventure. Jeff Roberts getting lessons from the cake diva. You can't pass that story up, so don't go anywhere because that's up next. She's known nationally as the Queen of Mean, but she knows her sweets. We'll explain when AAA's Discover Oklahoma continues.
Hello, Chuck May here with AAA Oklahoma. We've always been strong supporters of making sure drivers are safe on the roads, which is why we support a number of charitable causes that advocate just that, safety. The AAA Foundation for Traffic Safety is one such organization. They are dedicated to saving lives, reducing injuries, and enhancing traffic safety. Since 1947, the foundation has funded hundreds of projects designed to discover the various causes of traffic crashes, how to prevent them, and how to minimize injuries when they happen. AAA has used this research to develop high-impact educational materials for drivers, as well as bicyclists and others who use the roads. This is just one of the many charitable organizations that AAA Oklahoma fully supports. Our goal is to make sure that all of your driving experiences are safe ones. Until next time, may the road lead you to exciting new discoveries. Whether it's insurance, travel, or peace of mind on the road, think AAA every day.
Welcome back to AAA's Discover Oklahoma, coming to you from the 435 lovely acres of State Fair Park in Oklahoma City, because it is that time of year, time for the state fairs, all those great memories, all those blue ribbons won. Our Jeff Roberts is getting into the spirit of things, honing up on his cake decorating skills in time for the Sugar Art Show at the Tulsa State Fair, sponsored by Ford.
I saw no sense of urgency. You don't pull on a cake that you've never done before.
She's the judge everybody loves to hate. And you've seen her rip competitors on Food Network Challenge and The Last Cake Standing. Yes, we're talking about master sugar artist Carrie Vincent, the Simon Cowell of cakes, the dominatrix of decorating, and yes, even the Queen of Mean. But to that title, she takes exception.
If you think that's mean, then you haven't read the dictionary lately. Mean is personal. It's mean is about, I don't like the nose on your face. I never say that. It's all about the work. If you think that you can just come there with a little old ho-hum cake and win $100,000 without stress, without drama, then you have lost your mind.
Carrie Vincent grew up in Australia and has lived all over the world. But eventually she landed in Oklahoma and stuck.
I wouldn't live here if I didn't like the state, and I can be anywhere I want to be. So for me, yeah, Oklahoma's a great state.
And though to cake aficionados, it seemed an unlikely venue, but Carrie chose Tulsa to be the home of her Sugar Arts Show. She co-founded the show in 1993 and has since grown it to be the largest show of its kind in the entire United States, and second in the world. I'd say that places Oklahoma firmly on the map of cake design.
One would think cake, as far as perfection is concerned, would be driven by what happens in New York and what happens in Los Angeles and other places, when in fact it's very seriously respected that Oklahoma shows the rest of the country where to go when it comes to cake.
Magazine editors frequent the show to find the talented cake designers who will fill their issues. Now, Carrie Vincent is self-taught, and so I had this crazy lame brain idea, maybe, just maybe, she would be willing to teach me.
Oh my God, it's Carrie Vincent. Hi, I'm Jeff Roberts.
Oh. You kiss my hand.
Oh, I'm sorry, Queen Mom. How are you?
We don't do Queen Mom.
Oh, okay, sorry.
But we can do the Dowager Queen of Cake.
I like that, yes.
And of course, Carrie's legendary in the cake world for inventing 2 different decorating techniques. She only agreed to share one of them with me.
Try not to stick your fingernail in it. Don't press into there though. Center, sides.
Center sides.
Yeah.
Now, do I use the edge of
and
it?
You actually don't need to be putting your arm in those.
You're right, thank you. Little elbow.
That's the next, yeah, I've got already your shirt impressions in the flowers. Just be careful that you don't get more than the flower. Try to keep the scallops scalloping.
Oh. Get in there.
Oh, right.
You know, I have too big of fat fingers to do this.
No, you don't.
I don't?
No.
I can't use that excuse? I can't use that excuse anymore?
No, you can't. I've seen people with twice as big a mitts than yours. This is called edible luster dust. Tap off your brush. You don't need too much. A little goes a long way. So I'm adding a bit of lime. Do this and tap out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then go around the edges.
Just around the outside edge. Quite a collaboration here.
Thank you.
We did a good job.
Did I do all right?
We did.
Ta-da! Now, I am proud of that cake plaque. Did you see me? I helped.
Here I am. Who would have thought I should have been 25 doing this? And now I'm in my late 60s, and you know, it's like, oh, golly. Who would have thought?
Seriously? Would you have thought she would have had the patience to teach me? I mean, come on, I made flowers out of fondant? Really? And it's because of that, I'd like to propose that from here on out, Carrie Vincent be named something different than the Queen of Mean. I've been working on these, see what you think, okay? Oklahoma's own sugar superstar, famous froster, dessert diva. Okay, I probably think they might need some more work, but you can't deny the talent of master sugar artist Carrie Vincent. After all, I think it defies description. In Tulsa, I'm Jeff Roberts.
Don't miss the Sugar Art Show happening September 28th and 29th at the Tulsa State Fair. For more information, check out the Discover Oklahoma page at travelok.com. Oklahoma Ford dealers are an official partner of the Oklahoma Tourism and Recreation Department and also a proud sponsor of the Tulsa State Fair. Well, while we're discovering destinations that give us that state fair feeling all year round, how about meeting a Tacoma entrepreneur who took her Auntie's pickle recipe commercial? Now, her pickles are so popular they've spawned several imitators. Meet the mouth-watering originals when AAA's Discover Oklahoma returns.
It was a Saturday morning and I went to an exercise class. As soon as the class ends, I go to the parking lot and somebody had stolen my car. I couldn't believe it. So I called AAA Insurance. They offered me a rental car. They told me everything was going to be all right. So when my car was found a week later, they said, "Bob, you need to change the locks on your car." I would have never thought about that if it wasn't for AAA. They really took care of me.
Get great service, low rates, and a free auto insurance quote today.
Want to get away? Oklahoma road trips are fuel for the soul. To get your motor running, visit travelok.com for brochures, inspiration, and loads of savings. A few clicks will put you on the open road to adventure. At travelok.com/road trips, it's easy to find a getaway that moves you. We've reinvented the road trip. Come along for the ride.
It was almost comical. It was like, I can't believe this even happened. I look down the street, I see there's a tree across my son's car. I was just like, I called my AAA agent, Patty. She said, we can take care of this. AAA and Patty are great. You just feel like they have your back. They make everything as easy as possible. I mean, they really take good care of us.
Get great service, low rates, and a free auto insurance quote today.
Welcome back. AAA Oklahoma makes this show possible and does a lot of other great things around our state. Here's a look at today's AAA.
Hello, Chuck May here with AAA Oklahoma. If you're like me, you'll agree that Oklahoma is a great place to live. But I'll bet you would also agree that we receive our fair share of extreme weather. Often this weather can cause damage to your home. Many insurance companies in Oklahoma have established limitations to their homeowners' policies, particularly for wind and hail, that are important for customers to understand. Our AAA insurance agents are available in 41 offices statewide to review your current homeowner's policy with you. Call an agent today to get a free quote and policy review on your home insurance. Whether it's a thunderstorm, hail, tornado, fire, or theft, get the security you desire with homeowners insurance from AAA. Until next time, may the road lead you to exciting new discoveries. Whether it's insurance, travel, or peace of mind on the road, think AAA every day.
AAA for the ones who matter most to you. Several Christmases ago, a dear friend of mine gave me a jar of pickles for Christmas. Who knew it would become an addiction? These aren't just any pickles, and it turns out that dear friend, our Shell Wagner, has gotten lots of people addicted to these amazing cucumbers.
I have discovered the secret power for affecting change, for motivating others and moving mountains. The key, this little pickle. Once folks taste them, they'll do almost anything to get their hands on more. They are that addicting.
We hear the funniest messages on our answering machine. I've got to have some more pickles. My children came to my house. They stole them all. I have to hide them or they take them all. It's so funny.
The popularity of Jan's pickles has spawned many imitators, so you'll want to look for the words Imie's Dream on the label to know you're getting the real deal.
We named that after my Aunt Imogene because the base of the recipe was hers.
Jan tweaked her Aunt Imie's recipe until she had created what many refer to as the perfect pickle.
So I started giving them as gifts, making them and giving them as gifts, or taking them if we had a party or something to go to, and people just kept saying, you should make these and sell them.
So Jan and her husband Glenn took the advice to heart and began spending all their time making pickles in a former school cafeteria near their home in Tacoma.
And that worked for a little while. The two of us could do that. And then he got someone to help him, and then he got someone else to help him. It built until we had 6 people working for us. But we couldn't keep up with the demand, even with our 6 employees. And Glenn came to me and said, Jan, we've got to rethink this.
Now Jan's garlic dills, sweet garlic dills, spicy garlic dills, and spicy sweet garlic dills are made by Oklahoma City co-packer S&S Foods with the same care and quality as that first jar Jan made all those years ago.
We ship them all over the United States. We have not advertised one penny. It's amazing.
So if Jan's beloved Aunt Imee were here today, what do you imagine she would think about the unexpected power of the pickle?
She would get a hoot out of this. She would just think it was awesome.
In Tacoma and now Oklahoma City, I'm Shel Wagner.
Well, that's our show for this week. Thanks to you for coming along, and thanks to the folks here at State Fair Park for hosting us. Next week, we're discovering new destinations along the Mother Road, kayaking on Oklahoma City's Lake Overholser, dining in Weatherford on fabulous food from the 50s, and joining Yukon's best as they light up the nights. Hope you'll join us. Until next time, remember, there's always something to discover in Oklahoma. Production vehicle provided by the Oklahoma Ford Dealers, official partner of the Oklahoma Tourism and Recreation Department.